All right, today we're going to be talking about the three main players in the wild world of service-based arbitrage. Okay, so number one is going to be you, and this is the arbitrager, the individual who gets to capitalize on this business deal. Okay, so in service-based arbitrage, there needs to be a service being provided. There needs to be someone who can provide the service and the individual who's basically brokering that deal or who's the face for the deal. And that's you. That's the arbitrager. Okay. So in this case, let's just say that there's an individual named Bob and he owns an electrician company. Okay. You want to help Bob, right? You want to help him with his marketing. You want to make sure that people can find him. So you're going to approach Bob and make sure that he understands the value you can provide. Now, instead of you having to do the work, you're going to outsource that work or subcontract that work to somebody else that I call a pocket-sized partner. Okay, this would be the subcontractor that's actually going to be doing all of the heavy lifting for you. So again, player number one is you, the arbitrager. Player number two is going to be a particular client who's in need of a service. Now again, this individual that we just talked about was Bob, the electrician. However, it could be an individual who is in HVAC, it could be somebody who's a plumber, somebody who does basement remodels, a lawyer, a dentist, anybody in the service industry, okay? That would be player number two, the client. Player number three is this service provider. You want to make sure that the service provider is going to provide those services at a cost that is much lower than what you're going to be quoting, right, to the client. That way you get to capitalize on the difference in what you're charging the client and what the service provider is charging you, right? So again, we have number one, the arbitrager, that's you, the face of the company, the person basically brokering the deal. Number two, we have the client, the individual that you're going to be helping with a particular service that you don't actually need to provide, which leads us to player number three, the service provider, who I call the pocket-sized partner, the individual who you can have fulfill on the services and do the heavy lifting so that you just simply capitalize on the profit in between. These are the three players of service-based arbitrage. It's one of the very, very best ways to make a ton of money while serving people in the process. Enjoy.